Okay, guys, now remember, we're about to start this reading. You're not going, the volume will not be as loud, but I'll do my best I can to work with this sound. As well as you won't be able to see me as well. But the messages are the messages. The light is here. We're doing this, okay? Let's get on with it. Let's get up with it. We're working with the Queen of Cups through the Eight of Cups, okay, everybody? That's what they've shown me. The Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups. And La Luna's helping us to transform and grow from within to without. And whatever we're doing, we're nurturing from within to without, okay? That's what's going to help with this expansion. Okay. The Four of Cups. We're still looking without to make our connections. We need to go within. We're being offered something within, and let's see what it's connected to. The Singer of Intuition. And she who was kissed by the Pixies. The Singer of Intuition. Perceptiveness, ocular powers, and awareness. Trust, and we need ocular powers. There's a connection here. And the Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands connection. The song of the Singer of Intuition carries all of the information there is. Some people believe that this information, often called the AKASHIC Records, is like a great filing cabinet or library in the sky that we all have to go to in order to get information intuitively or psychically. For any of you who wanted to know the definition of what the Akashic Records is, there you go. We needn't go anywhere. The song is sung within our blood and flesh and bones, just as it is within the rest of the universe. But we remember, that's a very left brain. Like, we used our left brain to explain this, but it's our intuition, our feelings, our sensing that's going to get there. Don't get lost in what it is. Sense your way through it. Feel it. And there it is. This song is sung within our blood and flesh and bones, just as it is within the rest of the universe. And our center that we're rebirthing is connected to the center of Mother Earth, the center of the universe. It has to do with creation. The dawns of time, from the beginning of time to now to the future. But we're doing it through the present. And it's humanity's healing song. If, at humanity's present stage of evolution, we consciously heard the song in all of its fullness, we would be overwhelmed, our minds burnt out by that energy. A kindly universe has led us to a place in our development where we can consciously hear only bits of the melody. Usually we must develop skills, or develop a skill in actively listening for it. But occasionally, a few notes resonate so closely within our own being that we become aware of them. These involuntary experiences are what we call hunches or intuition, extended sense or perceptions. We can improve our reception or the song by learning to be very still and listen in a very special way. And here is the message. Practicing stillness, which is honoring the feminine, through meditation and listening, just ask and then listen, is the ability to understand and interpret meta symbols, the symbolism behind and beyond the material symbols of oracles and omens themselves. Stars, omens, movement of stars are all part of the one piece, the one song, and therefore are part of us, and we are part of them. Understanding them is truly just a matter of learning to be still, to ask, and to listen. It's honoring the feminine, restoring balance. Someday, as we evolve and grow, we'll be able to hear more and more of this song and base our actions and choices on greater knowledge. And that's what we're doing. We're laying the foundations of this. This is our mission work. Patience and practice are the keys to all the subtle, clear senses. Clear audience, clear hearing. Clairvoyance, clear seeing. Clairsentience, clear knowing. Telepathy, and this is what we've been working on as of lately, hearing each other without words, and the unspoken languages. Precognition, knowing before, glimpses of a probable future. And this is what I struggle with personally. I see it, but I gotta act on it. That's where I gotta fix that connection between the Nine of Wands. And I gotta sit there in the mess that's created afterwards. But this is everything. This is it, guys. This is mission work. This is what we came here to do. We're working with that cup. When we're connected to that cup, we're working with all those skills. We're mastering them. We're mastering self. We're mastering alchemy. And you can see how now we've expanded just with the symbolism alone. The fairy who kissed and who was kissed by the princess. The princess. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Okay, come back. By the Pixies. Love given, love received, metaphorical open heart surgery. And this is what's happening to us right now. And that's all about the heart chakra. Pixie kisses are not chocolate like the well-known Hershey's kisses. But the Pixies claim that they are a whole lot sweeter and don't do anything dreadful to your teeth. Thank goodness. However, if the Pixies have been munching chocolate, some pixie kisses give people freckles. The Pixies say that there cannot be too much kissing. A fairy kiss is a blessing indeed. Pay attention to where you feel a fairy touch on your cheek or lips. Pixie kisses, in fact, are to be noticed and savored. If you do notice, you'll find yourself smiling without no meaning, to feel a surge of warmth or swell in your heart. This fairy, Morna, is the queen of love. All kinds of love. Brotherly, sisterly, parental, friendly, unconditional or conditional, either or both. She tells us it takes perfect people to have a perfect love. But we, imperfect as we all are, may have many loves, each one perfect for who we are and for what we need now. There it is. These loves may not feel perfect, they may not look perfect from the outside, but they fit us now. If we don't like them, then we need to change ourselves so that a different kind of perfection fits us. And see, that's what we're doing. And that's equality. It's not, we're healing from what is conditional. That's causing us separateness. That's causing us harm. But this is honoring what is conditional because it is part of the all. We've just separated it. Now, we're seeing that it's all the loves that we just explained here that create the whole, and that we are part of the whole. And we're honoring that, and that is a healing within us. And we have to keep honoring it because sometimes we go back to sleep and we get a reminder. Now she is the heart surgeon, using the power of love to help us to open our hearts when we have closed them out of fear. And there's our connection to creating love from fear from the Two of Cups. She's helping us to expand and become more of what we have the potential to be. Yes, it is true. Having an open heart, being willing to love and be loved makes us vulnerable to loss, to grief. But she assures us, and I believe her, that once a heart is truly and fully open, Even the deepest grief becomes bittersweet, like dark chocolate. And that's what we're doing. And there's the connection to the kisses. And I don't know. Halloween treats. Maybe some of us had too many. I know I sure had a good time. But I really tried actively hard not to drink from that cup. The devil was offering it. And I had to actively say no. And you know what? I felt good about that. But this is what we're doing. This is our connection to what we are transmuting from this old to new, and the connection to the honeybee. We're creating with the sweet nectars of life. And this is taking what is bitter and turning it sweet through us, through our love, through our connection, and through self. This is mission work, baby. Let's get to it. I want to get to it. And there is no pain that is not balanced by the greater joy of love, baby. Love. The feeling of giving love is what makes us feel good. What keeps us from enjoying it is fully... Let's get that straight. What keeps us to enjoying it fully, guys, because my mind was with the honeybee. Okay. What keeps us from enjoying it fully is our desires to own others and to have them constantly prove our importance to them. And there it is. Codependency, what we're healing from. Such proof is impossible. However, this kind of conditional and self-limited love is part of how we learn about real love. Our whole entire path. If ever you hear yourself asking, do you really love me? Or saying, I don't think you really love me, when you know that the love you are giving to the other is conditional and limited. And there is the message. Thank you. And the feminine, more than anything within the templates, is honoring this. And this doesn't mean masculine has not done this. This is how things have been twisted. Because the feminine and masculine have not been, the connection has been distorted and manipulated. So we're just working within this sequence in order to untwist things. We have to create with a certain pattern. This is beautiful. This is telling us that no matter what the relationship is, love is the purest sense, the track to self-realization and enlightenment. The wild thing at the top of this picture is filled with bliss and is longing to cuddle its way to enlightenment. And I really think that's how we all feel. We're longing to cuddle our way to enlightenment. Remember, everything and everyone glows with its own light. So do we. Much of that light is the glow of love. Remembering that is important. And we're remembering that today, guys. And I know when it's the truth, because I don't want to speak. My words start getting all running amok, and I just want to speak telepathically with you guys. So we're on point. Let's continue on. It's gorgeous out here. Holy. And that's activating something. Let's see what patterning is being activated. Guys, I'm being called to get a reshuffle under the light of La Luna. We know this blue moon is so rare and to be visible, and her energies are still present. Just because Halloween's over, it doesn't mean her magic disappeared. And that's where we have to untwist things too. Alright, what's being created here? It's a little chilly, but we're still lucky that it's this beautiful, of course. Balance, vector equilibrium, and we receive this message. This is where we're equaling the same within to without. This is everything that we've set forth to do. let's see what it's connected to. Of course, Metatron's cube, the All, and the Akashic Records. Here's another connection because we just received this message. And it's going to be linked down below for anyone who hasn't checked it out yet and would like to watch the official message. But this is, you know, we're not balanced within. We've been wounded within, and now we're off center. That's what it is. We're off center, and we have to heal that. We have to heal our center. We have to become stable. We have to become balanced. And it's through vector equilibrium. And what that is going to allow us to heal and be of sound body, mind, soul. And that's key. That's key into where we're going, into going home. And what we came here to do, and the connection to our Merkaba. And this has to do, it's understanding this is not going to be a quick fix, but it's going to set the ball into motion, and we need to honor this. We need to understand this. And it is connected to the cuboctahedron. And that is also known as vector equilibrium. And what happens is this sacred geometry, it's spectacular because it's connected to the 13 Archimedean solids, as well as the fact that if you jitterbug all of the 5 platonic solids that we're creating with here, you can fit them within the cuboctahedron. And that's how we're creating vector equilibrium, VE, from within to without. And it's balanced. This is balanced geometry. And it is connected to the Taurus. And they show me that this is about the Taurus, the hexagon, laying foundations, and healing with the inner child. And this is understanding that we've recognized a true state of our being. And that writing, there's a connection to writing being a helpful tool. Wow. Scribing again. And its card numerology is 2. Okay, I am so happy and excited and emotional. I feel like I'm gonna cry just because this is just... this means everything. First of all, the messages are all connecting. The beautiful spider web we're weaving. This means we can trust. This means that we're believing to trust. That we are achieving everything we've set forth to achieve here, guys. We're growing, we're expanding together. And these messages, they're beautiful and sacred. And the fact that you can see the connections between them. And the fact that, you know what? It's on point. It's on point with exactly what we're doing, with where we're going. This is the geometry that we are creating after working with the 13 spheres of knowledge. That means we're honoring the feminine, her gifts. We've created a time for stillness, intimacy, and we're connecting to the information within the unknown. It's there. And now we are applying the masculine energy where it needs to be applied. So the masculine is listening to the feminine. It is being honored. And wow. What does this say right here? I know it's hard to see. The All and the Akashic Records. And that's connected to our last message from different oracles. Every cell within my body has now awakened to the sacred geometry that has laid dormant within me. I can access the Akashic records of ancient civilizations. Like, this is it. This is lit. Like, to have 2 oracles speaking to each other underneath that moon. This is so blessed. This is a blessing. This is our connection to what is sacred, and it's being honored here today. And I just, like, the emotions that are just vibrating out of my being right now, guys. I hope you can feel them. Much love, okay? Much love. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you being a part of what we're doing here. This pattern is one of the most important of the entire universe, as it holds within the map or blueprint of creation, and we've connected to what we need to connect it to. That's why we had to have a rebirth in the center, in order to understand. We had to repair the connection that's connected to the cord that we're repairing within the Ten of Pentacles from our last reading. Within this geometry are all 5 platonic solids. It's been drawn today as you're ready to activate this sacred geometry that lies deep within your cells. It's time to delve deep into the sacred knowings of the ancient civilizations and the AKASHIC Records to create the energetic shifts that will allow you to enhance your life path and who cross your path. And now we can connect to the triacontrahedron. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, that's why I dance and I don't sing, but it still feels good to sing, baby, and I honor that. Now, the sacred geometry. When we add 78 lines to the fruit of life, that's the 13 spheres of knowledge, we are bringing in the masculine energy, as lines are male and spheres or circles are female. It is a complex weaving of information systems. By joining up and connecting each of the spheres, by joining up, the masculine joining up with the feminine, the spheres, and connecting each of the spheres with straight lines, we end up with Metatron's cube. Within this pattern, we are bringing together duality. Good job, everyone. Male and female, yin and yang. Metatron is an archangel in charge of the world. Metatron was one of 2 human prophets who was rewarded with ascension into the archangel realm, and he was so devout to his faith. The other is Sandalaphone. And we're honoring this. We're connecting this. This is part of our mission and what we came here to do. This is part of us. Practical application. Metatron holds the key to all of sacred geometry. See, and there is our connection. You know, you'll talk to many on the path and they'll be like, oh, this is the all. But this is how we connect to the triacontrahedron, the all. This patterning is the connection. It's the key. It's the key to the blueprint. It's the key to the shift. It's the key to the understanding, to the knowing, to the motion, and how to relieve the tension, baby. I love it. Masculine, feminine. Ooh. Remember, the cube holds all of the 5 platonic solids from which all of life forms are created, and that's why we're working with the hexahedron. We need to lay those foundations. They are the building blocks of life found within everything. Our awakening is imminent to survive the ever-changing shifts and vibration of our planet. Matrix God just got mazy. There's the truth. Our yearning to learn and know is expanding as the recognition deep within us starts to reignite, and this is why we're here. First of all, this is connected to number 3, and any set of platonic solids, crystal, Merkaba. And this is why we're here. Because we came to work with the building blocks of life found within everything to help survive the ever-changing shifts and vibrations of our planet and evolve the species, heal with the earth. You know, that's why we came here to experience this. Like, if you're sitting there in a dark night of the soul and you're asking yourself, like, why am I going through this? You're going through this to understand, and to understand through some really serious, tough shit. To wake the fuck up, excuse my language, and understand what the fuck we came here to do. And this is no walk in the park. This is no easy peasy. This is no, you know, this is real. This is deep. This is nitty gritty. This is from, like, literally the best representation of what we're going through is the death card within the tarot that's represented here. The Queen of Cups, but through the rebirth card. And you have to connect all 3 of those things. And really, if you must meditate on that, please do. But this is a deep, 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 serious transformation that is connected to our ancients. And this has been laid out since the dawns of time. And this is like one of those transformations. Like, think about it when you're that crustacean molting out of your skin, first of all. And then you have to go through that. How's that going to feel? And then that fresh skin. And then until that hardens up. This is not going to be easy, but it's worth it. And we're understanding why. Because we matter. We literally matter. And we didn't go through all this for nothing, guys. We didn't go through all this for nothing. And we must honor that. There's a piece of healing within that. All right, guys, we're going to go inside. We're going to receive the rest of our messages, and we're going to put this all together. Spectacular. What a blessing. Look at this. By the light of La Luna. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here. There's going to be a link in the description down below for the conclusion. See ya there.